Hey guys, so this is the look I'm doing for you today. I wanted to do something with some new products I got, so I have a lot of new stuff in this video, and I wanted to do something like super glam. I feel like I haven't done something like really intense in a while, and that used to be like my thing, and so I wanted to do that again. So this is a very glamorous kind of makeup look. Super highlighted, dewy. The eyes are really intense, which I love. Using some super intense lashes, nude lip, kind of like just like a great, really dramatic look. Like I said, I'm using lots of new products that I haven't used yet in a video. A lot of new MAC stuff that I got from like Gratis, like new launches coming out, as well as some other new goodies that I got from Ulta recently. So yeah, that is what I'm doing for you today. I am kind of talking through the video and giving you kind of like first impressions as I go along, so that way you can know how I feel about the products I'm using and everything like that. I also did update my setup here a little bit. I wanted to try something new, and I think it looks so much more professional. So let me know how you guys feel about it down below. If you aren't already subscribed yet, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Love for you to see my new videos. So yeah, I hope you guys like the video. If you want to see how I got the look, then please just keep watching. Hey guys. Hey guys. Okay, so I have already primed my eyelids, and I used the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer for that. And then I did already do my eyebrows. I was going to do it on camera to, because I'm trying out this new brush from Anastasia that I just got, but I was like, I don't know if it was going to be like a dud, if I was going to be able to do it right. So I decided to just do it off camera to give it a shot. I used the Anastasia Dipbrow in the shade Taupe. And then, like I said, I used the new brush. This is the 7B. And I need to practice it more for sure, because it kind of got more like filled looking than I was trying to do. I was trying to do like that microblading kind of look, and I think I just need to keep practicing with that before I like show you guys. So I'm going to start off with my crease color. So I'm starting off with this one here. This is Tete-a-Tint from MAC. This is one of their new permanent shades that was in the throwback collection. So this is one of those bring back colors that MAC made a while ago, and they're bringing it back. So this is a BH Cosmetics blending brush, and I'm just going to take this color all the way across the crease and really buff it in. And like I like to do a lot, I'm also kind of buffing it in the front of my eyebrow a little bit. This particular color is a very peachy brown. If you like soft brown from MAC, which is kind of one of those tried and true kind of colors that everyone loves, this is a little bit more of a peachy version of soft brown, so it's like even warmer. So next I'm going to go in with this color, and this is Uninterrupted, again from that MAC Throwback collection. I'm so happy we brought this back, or MAC brought this back, because this is one of my favorite eyeshadow shades ever. And I don't know why they ever got rid of it. I mean, obviously it was because they got rid of that formula, the old Prolong Wear formula, but this color was just like amazing. So I'm really happy it's back now. And I'm just going to put that in my crease as well, but this is going a little deeper in the crease. And I'm using a 217 brush, so a brush that's a little smaller to get a little more precision. And I'm keeping that, like I said, closer to the crease, and then really softly kind of fading it up into the Tete-a-Tint color. So next I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape again, and I'm going to cut my crease now. And this is my favorite concealer to use to cut my crease. And for this, I'm going to use this paintbrush I got at Joann Fabrics. It is the American Painter brand number 10, and it's a filbert brush. So it's like this synthetic brush, and I like it because it's the perfect size, and it's so thin. It's extremely thin and precise, like this way. So you can get a very, very perfect like cut crease. So I'm going to first start by putting some of the concealer down, and then I'm going to open my eye for it to transfer a little bit, and that way I can get the perfect kind of height of my cut crease. And then I kind of just like dab along where I want that line to be. And because of the shape of my eyes and my eyelid, I like to go a little bit above my crease, so that way when my eye is open you can kind of still see the cut crease part. And again, just kind of going along the line there. And I'm bringing it a little past halfway across my eye. And then kind of, not with any extra product, just with whatever's left on the brush, I'm kind of like dabbing it out so it kind of fades out into these brown shades we have. And I don't go too thick in terms of how much product I put on there. I like it to be kind of like just enough. Okay, now that that is on, I'm going into the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, and I'm going to take this shade up here called Tempera, and I have that on a MAC 242. I'm going to press that all over my lid, and this is just going to set that concealer. I'm using the tip of the brush to go right along where we did the cut crease. And I'm concentrating most of this shadow on the inner part here. And then again, once I kind of don't have a lot left on my brush, I'm just going to kind of softly let that fade to the end here. So next I'm going to do some winged liner. And for that I'm going to use the MAC Brushstroke liner in the color Brushblack, which is just a black shade. With this you don't have to be perfect because we're going to blend over it. You want to focus more on perfecting the bottom because the top's going to be kind of smudged out. I do want to keep it thinner in the inner corner, but I'm definitely going a little thicker than normal in the outer corner. So as you can see, I'm creating sort of like a wedge shape out here, a lot thicker than I normally would. All right, now that that's on, I'm going to go in with a smudgy brush. This is a MAC 219. And then I'm going to go in with the color Noir from the same palette. And then I'm going to use this to start smudging along the entire liner. So I'm kind of dabbing it on the liner and then rubbing back and forth to start smudging and softening that line. So first I'm kind of paying attention to smudge more towards the inner corner. Once I get to the inner corner, I really like to lift my brow to kind of pull this area taut so that I can get in there and smudge really well. And when we get out here, we're going to be smudging it like we did the inner corner, but I'm also going to start bringing it into the outer part of the crease as well. Next I'm going to go into this shade next to Noir called Cyprus Umber, and I'm going to use this to help the black transition into the crease better and kind of fade better into the browns we already have down. So I'm pulling that in the outer part here. I'm pulling it up towards the end of the cut crease, and then with lighter pressure I'm sort of like softening that into the crease colors we have. And then I'm going back with the black to make sure everything's fading really nice together. And sorry if you guys start hearing some chirping in the background. It's my bird, Houdini. He like gets really excited when he hears people talking, and then he'll start talking. So since I'm talking now in the video, he's like getting really excited and he's gonna start like chirping in the background. So sorry if you can hear that. Next we're gonna go in the inner corner, and I'm taking this color. It's called It's About Shine, and it's a Dazzleshadow, a new one from MAC. And so I'm getting that on my 242 brush. And then I'm just taking this Badescu facial spray to wet it a little bit. And then I'm going to pop that on my inner corner for a super intense glittery highlight. And I'm really making sure to focus it on this inner corner here and not bring it like up on the lid or up in the corner too much. Now for a little extra pizzazz, I'm taking this MAC Liquid Lash Liner in the shade Naked Bond, and this is a really beautiful like mid-tone golden bronze color. And I'm just doing this to kind of outline the cut crease to make it pop a little more. You don't have to do this, so you could just keep it this way, but I just wanted to do it just for fun. I'm bringing it almost to where, basically to where I stopped the cut crease with the concealer, and then sort of like letting up on the bristles to kind of have it fade out a little bit. And I'm doing kind of the same thing in the inner corner, slowly kind of like letting up so it fades into the inner corner highlight. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to start out with the Graphblack Technakohl liner from MAC and just put that in my waterline. This is super long wearing, but it also goes on super easy. So I like this because I don't feel like I have to like scrub it on my eye to get it to show up like I do with some liners. I'm also going to tightline with this. I'm going to go back in with the 219 and just kind of smudge this down a little bit. Then I'm going to go back with Uninterrupted and use that to start kind of blending and softening and smoking out the black. I'm not going down too far with this. Normally I feel like I would like really bring it down, but I decided not to with this look. But you totally could really like smoke it out and make it really dramatic. And then I'm going to go back with the Noir, the black shade from the Anastasia palette, and I'm setting the waterline, so I'm kind of pulling down a little bit and using that shadow to set the waterline. But then I'm also going to pull it down just a little bit and blend it into that Uninterrupted color. Okay, so I'm going to put on lashes and mascara real quick. Mascara I'm using is the MAC in Extreme Dimension, my favorite of all time. And then I'm using these lashes, which are the Ardell Faux Mink Wispies. These are literally perfect and beautiful, and I'm so like excited about them because they were only like $4.99 or $5.99 or something, and they literally look like a pair of, you know, $30 mink lashes. So I'm super stoked about these. So yeah, I'm gonna put these on and then I'll be right back. Like, I'm so done. Like, do you guys see how awesome those lashes look? Ugh. These are like the cutest lashes I've used in a long time. You guys know I said in my last video I'm trying to use some like different styles, and these are like beautiful. For being only like $5, I'm obsessed. They're really nice. Okay, so we're gonna get started now on the face makeup. So to prep my skin, I'm gonna put on this moisturizer. This is the Estee Edit Pink Peony Overnight Water Pack. This isn't actually hydrating enough for me as like an overnight moisturizer because it's more of one of those like gel kind of consistency. So I actually prefer to use this before makeup because it creates like a very smooth base for makeup to go on top of. And it's very like cooling. Oh, it feels amazing. And then I'm gonna spritz my face with the Badescu facial spray. Okay, for foundation, I'm going really full coverage because the eyes are really intense. So I want this to be like a very full-on look. So I'm going to use this foundation. This is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. And I'm mixing the colors 110 and 128, doing a little bit more of 128 than 110. Okay, so I mixed those up. And now I'm just going to kind of get that all over first. All right, and now I look insane. I'm gonna take my beauty blender, give it a fresh spritz. It is already damp. And then blend this in. I love this foundation. It is so full coverage and it stays on so long, which is especially good. I'm so oily, so I'm really happy with this foundation. And it's really affordable, which is also nice. And since I've been a little dehydrated lately, I just don't set it with a powder, but it still stays really well on me, even not setting it. Although I think today I am gonna set it just to kind of take it to another level of glam. Next, I'm gonna go back in with my Tarte Shape Tape as my regular like under eye concealer. I did already put a little under my eyes, kind of whatever was left from my eyelid. I pulled down around my under eye area before I did my eye makeup. So I'm just going to do a tiny bit there and then very lightly highlight everywhere else. And the color I'm using is Light Sand. Alright, and then to set my under eye, I'm going to use this guy right here. This is the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the shade Ghost. Now this is super white, and I'm a little tan right now, so I'm going to be really careful. Oh no, I just literally just threw my beauty blender, and my fat pregnant butt is now going to have to get up off this bed. I'll be right back. When you're pregnant, everything is just more annoying and hard to do, especially this far along. I'm literally 39 weeks pregnant right now, about to have my baby in like a couple days. So everything is just a challenge at this point. So this powder is really white. So I'm going to make sure when I press it in here, as you can see, it is really white. And this is not like, it's translucent to a point, but it is super white, so I would not get this to set unless you are a lighter skinned person, because it doesn't like go clear. It stays, obviously, as you can see, it stays a little lighter. And you can see it gives you a really nice brightness. Now in like flash photography, I don't know how it would look necessarily, but in like for a day-to-day kind of thing, I think it looks nice. I'm going to super lightly set the rest of my face with MAC Studio Fix powder. This is the color NC30. Because this is so full coverage, I am, like I said, going to do it very lightly. You don't need to do this, but I wanted my skin to look literally flawless. And then this also helps that white powder kind of blend in a little better to my skin, so I don't look like I have like just like hot points of really white kind of look. This is going to make everything kind of fade. So now like those light parts kind of fade really nicely into the rest of my face. Our face is literally like full on right now, and I love it. So for bronzer, I'm going to use my Hoola bronzer. It's just like a mini one I got in a little holiday set. I'm going to use the same brush to apply this that I use for the powder. This is a MAC 135. And I'm not doing like a super structured kind of contour with this. This is more just to give myself a little color and a little shape, but I'm keeping it really soft. For blush, I'm going to use the Tarte blush in Exposed. I was looking through my blushes the other day, and I realized I only have like MAC blushes. And then like a couple like maybe 5 or 6 other random brand blushes, but I have literally almost no other blushes. And I probably have like close to, I'd say, like 60 blushes, which is insane. So I have like every color you could ever imagine to use, you know, on camera for different looks, but they're all MAC, and I kind of feel bad that I always use MAC, so much MAC anyway. I mean, I work there, so I get a lot of stuff, but I still, I'm like, oh, I need to try out some other ones and make sure I'm using other ones in my videos, so you guys aren't like, what the fuck, just always using the same stuff. Oh, my legs are falling asleep. Oh, ow, Charlie horse. All right, we're back. That was awful. So for my highlight today, trying something new. This is the Anastasia Amrezy highlight, and I wasn't gonna get this. I really wasn't gonna get it, but then I saw it in store today. There was one left at my Ulta, which of course, whenever there's like one left of something, I'm just like, now I have to get it kind of thing. And I swatched it, and it is really nice. I don't need it at all, but it's, you know, one of those purchases where you're like, whatever, I'm just gonna get it. So let's see. Whoa. It is very pretty. I could definitely see why people like this. I remember seeing Amrezy always having like a, obviously she always has like a blinding highlight, but I remember like back in the day, it was always, she would always be wearing MAC's Whisper of Guilt highlight. And it's funny because this is literally the exact same color as the Whisper of Guilt. It's almost a dupe, like exactly. This is a literally stunning highlight. Holy crap. This is beautiful. But like I said, it definitely is just like the exact color of MAC Whisper of Guilt. I did get a comment either on my last YouTube video or one of my last Instagram videos of someone saying they were like, they couldn't, what did they say? Something about like they were, I can't even remember. It was something about my tip of my nose, and it was like they couldn't pay attention to anything else or something like that. And I was just thinking to myself like, well, yeah, that's what I want. I want it to be so poppin' that you can't pay attention to anything else. I really like that highlighter, and I didn't want to like it because I almost was like, maybe I won't like it and then I can take it back and, you know, whatever, and I don't want to be like all up on the hype like everyone else. And, you know, I love to be like, I almost love to hate the things everyone else likes. I don't know why. It's not that I do, but I don't give in to hype. I feel like a lot of other people do, but that is like one of the prettiest highlighters I've ever seen. Okay, she did that. Anastasia did that. That's like, I'm like dead right now. Okay, so let's finish this look. I'm gonna do my lip. I'm gonna use Bronx lipstick from MAC, which is a new one. This came out like years ago, and it's one of their bringbacks from like their old school colors. So as you can see, I do have foundation on my lips, which I kind of want to keep that because I want this lipstick to fade into like a lighter nude. So I'm just going to use this lipstick on the outside parts of my lips. So I just use my finger to softly kind of blend that into the center. You guys know my constant struggle with dry lips. I can't like help it. It is what it is. So to make this look a little bit less dry and to kind of pull in the bronze on my eye, I'm going to use this new MAC Dazzleglass in the shade Go for Gold. And just put this right in the center. Yeah, I like that because it ties into the gold on the eyes and then the super like highlighted cheek and everything. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of my setup because I think it's much better. I feel like this video, I haven't edited it yet. I'm just looking at the screen, but I just feel like it already looks so much more like profesh and nice and whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, please subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you next time. Bye.